Alright, so I'm sure you've already seen the memes, I'm sure you've already seen the reviews, but EA Play 2018 has happened and E3 is officially started. So let's go ahead and take a look at their press conference, and we're going to go ahead and break down, most of it, and let's go ahead and see what a lot of it means, and let's get ahead and get ready for E3. Let's get hyped. Let's go. Going into the EA Play conference, I was overall hyped for E3, but this is probably my least excited press conference. EA has a lot to do to get me to have any remote trust in them. They've shown time and time again that they care more about the bottom dollar than the gamers who made their empire. Believe it or not, EA games actually used to mean quality, and that game would actually be decently fun and appeal to an audience just slightly further than their intended target. Now EA is synonymous with greed and the absorption and sacrifice of studios that had so much potential. Of all the games that were supposed to be shown, I had the most interest in Battlefield 5 and Anthem. I loved Star Wars: The Old Republic when I played it, but like many other games, it eventually became EA-ified. Couple that with a bunch of staff leaving before Casey Hudson stepped in, and I went from being excited to cautiously optimistic. Now, right off the bat, EA decides to start off with Battlefield 5. Now, Battlefield 1 was fun for me for a spell, but it didn't really do a lot to hold my interest for an extended period of time. Battlefield 5 so far has put off the vibes of a more serious Bad Company type of game, and the thought of driving tanks through sniper nests fills me with just so much excitement, and I really do like the idea of a more living battle zone. They said that there's going to be no more loot boxes, no more premier passes, but that leaves me a little bit suspicious. Like, how are they going to do their microtransactions, and what is their model going to be for sustaining this game? And of course, they decided to announce a battle royale mode, or as they call it, just a royale mode. I'll be honest, if they can do it right, it'll be interesting to see. I'm guessing it'll probably be something a bit more squad based, so a squads only type of battle royale mode could actually be pretty cool. FIFA 19 looks absolutely fantastic. It's really good on them for supporting the Switch, and it seems like it'd be a really good fit for the console. We also got the first tidbits about Respawn's Star Wars game, and we also see what happens when you eat one too many edibles before an E3 press conference.
So Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah, so it kind of gives you some idea that you'll be playing a Jedi.
We got more content updates from Battlefront 2 along with a very half-assed apology from one of the team members. This guy sounded like he was forced on stage and was waiting for someone to throw tomatoes at him or something like that.
EA and DICE are committed to Battlefront. We had a rough start, but I really think that this game has a bright future. Thank you very much for playing the game, providing us with your feedback, talking to us. Together, we will make this the greatest game that we can possibly build. There would be no Battlefront without you.
It's cool that they're going into the Clone Wars, but other than the new content, I didn't really hear much about what they're doing to still make up for how the game launched and how they're actually going to make it so they have new people want to come into this game. Unravel looks like it's a fun platformer, something that'd be a great couch co-op game for, you and your significant other who doesn't really game that much, or something that'd be great for you and your kids. If anything, the art style and the visual direction look great, and one thing I will give EA, when they're invested in an indie developer, they are really invested in that developer. And it was actually really cool how they decided to make the game available now too. That was a great surprise for a lot of people. To add to that point, Sea of Solitude, another EA original game, looks fantastic. It looks like it's a story focusing on what happens to people when they get a little bit too lonely. And the game reminds me of a bright and cheery Silent Hill type of thing. The main character even looks like one of those little monkey baby games from Silent Hill The Room, I believe it was. But either way, I am excited to see more of this game and to learn more about it. Madden football. Yay, sports. I really wish EA would just bring back EA Sports Big or something like that. Like, we didn't get Skate 4. Skate 4 would have been perfect. When are we going to get back NBA Street? When are we going to get back something like that? Where's my SSX Tricky remix or sequel or HD remaster? Also, for the next week, everyone's going to be talking about how they're just going to be chasing money. Forget everything else. We're just chasing money now.
I chased that money. I still got my diploma, but I chased that money.
There you go. We're out here chasing money. That's awesome. Okay, now the
Command and Conquer used to be an innovative and revolutionary and, almost eventful real-time strategy series. And now it has just been relegated to a Clash Royale style mobile game. I don't know what to say besides, rest in peace to a great franchise. That and StarCraft, those games got me interested in real-time strategy. If it wasn't for those two, I probably would have never picked up Warcraft and started down that whole rabbit hole. So after all this, one of the spokesmen for EA comes on stage and says that they have donated $1 million to 3 different charities for promote inclusiveness and to help curb bullying within gaming. This is a good move and all, but it's still hard for me to not remove my cynical glasses when I see EA making a move like this and not think that they're just trying to use money to kind of buy back some goodwill. It's a great cause and a cause that I support, but it just seems a little bit fake to me and I can't really explain why. Also, something to note, they didn't really clarify if it was $1 million per charity or if it was, $333,000 per charity, which would basically add up to $1 million. Just something to keep in the back of your mind as, this progresses forward. So to kind of round out the event, we got a whole bunch of stuff about Anthem. We got a story trailer, which sounds like we're fighting an intergalactic threat of some kind. They put in the Knights of Sidonia remix very subtly in the background, which was actually a nice touch. The plot itself sounds generic as hell, but I mean, with most Bioware games, it's really about the journey and everything that happens within that journey as opposed to the ending itself. They definitely used a lot of, buzzwords and PR and marketing speak during their presentation and kind of their little open panel, but definitely some of the key points to notice here are the fact that they're trying to have an actual and completely realized persistent world. They use an example of, if it's actually raining in your game, it's raining in my game, no matter where you are. And things like the environments that they've shown off so far look amazing. They look great. I can't really lie about that. And it seems like this game is going for more of a Destiny killer than a Division killer. Though I don't think it will be that hard at this point. They just have to do literally the opposite of everything that Destiny 2 has done up until this point. They've mentioned no loot boxes, nothing pay to win. If you're going to be using real world money, it's only going to be for the game itself and cosmetics. They didn't say anything about, like DLC or anything like that, so we'll have to see. But I mean, the game is coming out in February, the end of February, which is a lot closer than I thought it would be. So if they fill the game right, this could be the Destiny killer. This could be one of the final nails in Destiny's coffin, and I'm sure that is exactly what EA wants this game to be.
Now, before we go to the final grade for EA's E3 press conference, 2 things I just want to note real quick. First of all, it recently came out that Anthem will not have PvP, at least not in the beginning. This means that they're going to focus the game mainly on PvE, which that's fine. That's more than great. I completely understand why they want to not have to worry about balance issues, but that makes the game a hard maybe for me. I don't know. I guess that I like to have, the occasional competitive match. I like to have the occasional PvP match. It's fun to get good and then get good on other players' faces. I can't really help it. And the other thing I want to add is, apparently from the little bit of research I've done, Battlefront 2's loot box system and all that stuff, as I said, it's all cosmetic and stuff now, but apparently progression is a lot more straightforward. It's a lot more traditional, and the cosmetics you can actually unlock with in-game currency you earn in-game anyways. So all that being said, maybe if they maybe they need to do like another free weekend with the way everything works now, let people give it a new shot, give it a fair shot again, and maybe they can get some new people playing. Because I mean, I'm a little bit more interested now, but not enough to spend money on it. Not really. Anyways, let's see what I give this, what this score is.
Overall, I would give this press conference a C Maybe a C plus if I'm feeling a little bit generous. Maybe a B minus if I'm feeling really, really generous. My initial thought was a B minus, but I think it's going to be closer to a C plus. There was nothing that really stuck out for me except some of the more in-depth info that we got for Anthem and that we got for Battlefield 5, but it felt like a lot of more the same. But it was really nice and it was really fun to be able to participate in the E3 Twitter hype with everyone else and to be able to, you know, get to know the real-time memes and just keep focusing on chasing that money. So we'll see how it settles in. For this being the first conference of E3, it definitely isn't as bad as some of the comments I'm already seeing. This wasn't abysmal. This wasn't EA's worst conference of all time. It was just average. It was competent. They did their job and they did it well. But it wasn't anything that's really going to be that earth-shattering.
Alright, so there we go. Like I said, I'm now officially on the fence about Anthem. Battlefield 5, it looks fun. It looks very, very much like Bad Company 2. We'll have to see. So go ahead and let me know what you guys think. What did you guys think of the press conference? Leave a comment down below. Let's start the conversation like always. And by the time that you have this posted, I will be streaming on Twitch for the Microsoft conference and probably the PC one as well, which I believe is a little bit afterwards. But anyways, I will be on Twitch tomorrow getting ready for the Microsoft conference. Information right here. And I will be doing, the rest of E3 this week, and I got a packed streaming schedule. But I'm going to be trying to get videos out to you guys, giving you my thoughts and opinions, and hopefully we'll be able to have some fun along the way, and we'll be able to kind of hang out in Discord and chat and all that fun stuff. So, anyways, information right here. Feel free to, do all the social media things, and if you're enjoying what you're seeing so far, hit like, hit that subscribe button. Getting closer and closer to 50 subs, so thank you everyone who's been supporting me so far. Thank you everyone for the kind words, and I will see you all, today, tomorrow, whenever you're seeing this. I will see you guys online, because you know what, I never get offline, so you'll always have a way to find me. Till then, peace.